is Boris, and you may know this song. And most of you know what that song is. Or maybe it makes you think of like a concert you've been to, or maybe like a memory you had, or maybe something that happened in your life. Maybe something fun happened in your life. Everyone listens to music. They listen to it on streaming services like Apple Music, SoundCloud, Amazon Music, Spotify, using a lot of streaming services. But today, I'm going to tell you why streaming services are harmful to the environment. So let's jump in. Streaming is harmful to the artist, to the environment, and to the listener. One reason is, the first way streaming is harmful is it takes away the artist who makes music. There was an article in 2021 titled, How Does Spotify Pay Per Stream? And an artist typically makes between $33,000 and $54,000 of a penny per stream. That means they have to stream at least 250 times for an artist to make $1 out of that song or album or anything on streaming. Another reason streaming is harmful to the artist is limiting ways artists can break into the record charts. An article, according to studies called The Environmental and Consequences of Digital Art Management in Relations to Online Music Streaming by Nick Scarf, the on-demand streaming music supported by DRM or Digital Rights Management suggests new artists may face difficulty if seeking to break in the charts. But that was changed when Ed Sheeran in 2017 charted 16 of his songs from his album Divide, and that top song was Shape of You. Another way streaming is harmful, and you might be thinking, why is streaming harmful? It's not. I use Spotify all this time. Spotify or Apple Music all the time. Well, when you stream a song, it is transmitted via a tower first. Then it goes to a tower that emits CO2. Then it goes from that to your Wi-Fi or your 5G or anywhere. Then it goes to your phone, which is basically the whole process, meaning that you're burning more energy than you need to be into the world. According to a study called Cost of Music by research Dr. Matt Burnett and Dr. Cal Devine of University of Austin and Glasgow, the transition towards streaming record music for internet connection device has resulted in significant high CO2 at any previous point in history of music. Another article or newsletter from November 2021 titled, Is Spotify Bad for the Environment? Says between 1977 and 2016, the carbon emission for record music grew by 45% and 94% of those figures was from digital music. Now, this is a graph of if you listen to 5 hours, more than 5 hours, and tells you that streaming is worse than CDs. If you look at the streaming, here's the hours, and you can see here streaming is there. If we get to here, this is how much a CD is when you burn CO2 or energy, basically listening to it. This is how much a vinyl is when you burn, when you use energy. But if you look here, streaming will just keep going infinitely because it's a streaming service, and basically it'll just keep going infinitely. Now, in 2021, Olivia Rodrigo dropped a song called Driver's License. And it was a very popular song in 2021 because a lot of people probably getting their driver's license at the time, or maybe you watch and probably got it in 2021. And this shows how much it is compared to an airplane and to people in the UK. So if you look here, this is how much it is when you emit CO2 via Olivia Rodrigo's driver's license. This is how much if you got an airplane and went to New York. Like, it's less than Olivia Rodrigo's. And this is how much of people that emit in the UK. You can see here that streaming services basically take up more CO2 than any other human or airplane or car in the world. In the world. In the world. The last way music streaming is harmful is that all streaming services track your data and listening. For example, there's a very popular trend that goes around. You might have seen it on maybe like TikTok or somewhere all over the internet, and it's called Spotify Rap, which basically explain that like almost it's not is that Spotify Rap is basically like it tracks all your stuff, but a study called automatic playlist generator based on your tracking user and listening habits explains how all streaming services take your listening data and come up with an AI generated made for you playlist. For example, Spotify does this thing where you can make a day playlist and stuff like that. And streaming music does not mean you own it. Own it. As I explained above, you must be connected to the internet to stream music, and this leads to OC2. Now that you're aware about that, I'm going to tell you why buying vinyl and CD is better for the environment. Well, when you buy a vinyl and CD, basically you're giving money to the artist, meaning you own the vinyl or CD and you own a copy of it and nobody can take it from you. But when you stream it, it's free, meaning anybody can take it, anybody can put it on a playlist, and anybody can do stuff. But you're emitting OC2s into the... No. Instead of streaming or paying for monthly subscription fees, download your favorite songs. Downloading means you don't have to have internet or listen to a copy or transfer these songs because you own them. And basically, what I'm saying is that streaming music is harmful, and downloading music and buying CDs, buying vinyl, and giving your artists actual money for them that you paid for is better than streaming